All right, guys, thank you for joining me again tonight. So, JD, you asked a question about, like, right before I ended, you asked a question: is Pepsi the same as Coke? No, Pepsi is not the same as Coke. Pepsi is an American loving freedom drink. Okay? So, if you look at a Pepsi can, it's red, white, and blue. If you look at a Coca Cola can, it's red and white. Right? So again, the color red usually, and just red alone is like a communist color. So just look at it that way. And not for nothing, Pepsi tastes way better than Coke, in my opinion, anyway. But I love Pepsi. I love the fucking red, white, and blue. It's an American drink, man. It's a Patriots drink. Thank you, Elizabeth G. Exactly. Um, Capital Currency said Coke is way better. Yeah, my wife loves Coke. Coca Cola, not cocaine. Coca Cola, sorry. Because I can see some of you guys filling in the blanks. Cherokee Survival, thank you for the 5x5. Boating, thank you for the 5x5. And Wolf Mule, thank you for the 5x5. I appreciate it. Thank you guys ahead of time. Prepper 101, thank you for joining me tonight. And again, thank you guys for joining me. I know you guys could be doing a million different things. You could be twiddling your thumbs. You could be fucking, reading poetry or writing poetry. But you're sitting here listening to me banter. So I do appreciate it. Coke is woke. Coke Zero, ugh. I have Pepsi stockpiled. Thank you. Nice. RC Cola is not bad, Freedom Lorraine. I have had it a couple times. It's not. If I was going to sacrifice a cola after Pepsi, it would be RC Cola. Coca Cola is like, ugh. It's like, you know what? Dr. Pepper's far superior. Okay. Mountain Dew. I thought Mountain Dew were for like crackheads and heroin addicts, but whatever. I never had Mr. Pibbs. Or Mr. Pibb. Never had that. Sucker for punishment. Mexican Coke with real sugar. I've heard that. It tastes it tastes really good. No corn syrup. You know what? Listen, I sacrificed it. Listen, I have a Pepsi now once in a blue. I'm probably down to like one can a week or two cans a week. But yeah, Royal Crown is my favorite. Nice Royal Crown. PAEMT, thank you for joining me tonight, by the way. It used to have cocaine in it, not anymore. Coca Cola had cocaine in it. And then they pulled it out. I forgot what year it was. And they were saying that those years they had it, Coca Cola was very addictive. I can see why. But it was also like a minute, what you call it. DS Private said cranberry juice and vodka. Okay. Mexican Coke is great. Mexican Coke is okay. Listen, I'll take you guys' word for it. Pepsi is my weakness. Miss Black. Yeah, listen, Pepsi is my whew. You know what? I'm gonna go I shouldn't mention this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I have a mixture that you're not supposed to do with Pepsi, but I do it anyway. So, um, fuck it. I'll just say it. I mix Pepsi with milk. It's sort of like a cheap man's ice cream float, but I found Pepsi vanilla, and I mix that with milk. That's the fucking shit. That's like a true poor man's ice cream float, if you will. So like people go, ugh, that's disgusting. I love that shit. Whiskey and bourbon, yes, wild. I love whiskey. Whiskey's the shit. Someone else said that's gross, nasty. Henry said Pepsi and milk, yes. Dirty cow. That cat, Kathy. I could probably get away with calling you a dirty cow. Yes. Someone said that's gross. Crazy Joe was like, that's disgusting. Tia Marie. Mary, that's gruesome. My wife drinks nice. William Alexander. He said his wife drinks milk and Pepsi. Yo, I'm telling you, William Alexander, you should have her try the vanilla Pepsi and milk. That's fucking the shit, man. RNAP. Yes, it's the shit, guys. They should absolutely try it. That you guys are like, oh, you should eat Spam. I ate Spam and it fucking sucks. But you should definitely try vanilla Pepsi and milk. You can't go wrong with it. Guinness beer, topped with vanilla ice cream. That's an interesting one, Tasha Cook. That's a very interesting one. Oh, she's on keto now? Okay, so alright. I guess not. Milk and tea is good. I'm not a big fan of milk and coffee or milk and tea. I like half and half in tea and half in milk. If I have to use milk, I'd rather drink my coffee and my tea straight up. Elizabeth G, vanilla Pepsi. I did with regular Pepsi and it tastes good, but with vanilla Pepsi, it tastes like a ice cream float, if you will. You ever did fucking ice cream in Pepsi? Right? You put the ice cream at the bottom, you just pour the Pepsi on it, and you let the ice cream melt into the Pepsi, and it gives it that nice fucking flavor. Yeah. Shout out 101. It's, like I said, it's one of the whiskey and pickle juice. No, no, thank you. DJ Smiley, ginger and turmeric tea. I gotta try that. I should try that. That and fucking root beer float. PAMT, right? It's like a root beer float minus the root beer. But yeah, it's like ice cream float, or soda float, or Pepsi ice cream float, however you want to say it. Tequila and pickle juice, double yuck. Why are you not supposed to mix them? Erica, I guess because it's like super fattening and it's like the supreme fat guy drink, you know? But I've been drinking that shit since I was a kid, at least Pepsi and milk. They started making vanilla Pepsi as of recently, maybe about a year or two now. And I joined, I mixed the both of them together and it was really fucking good. And now that I'm talking this up, I might have it tonight when I get home. But you guys should, those of you who drink Pepsi and milk, you should definitely try the vanilla Pepsi and milk. All right, guys, enough of this fucking talk. We've been talking about this for 7 minutes straight. I like pizza on pizza. Yeah, like some says pizza. Is that pizza? That's Little Caesars, right? That fucking pizza sucks. Ugh. Little Caesars is like fucking a cheese on a cracker. Like cheese on a Ritz cracker, and they call it a pizza. That's the fucking worst. Fucking Little Caesar pizza garbage. You have a bunch of pregnant people. DJ Smiley said you have a bunch of pregnant people in here. Apparently I do. Little Caesars. Ugh. Putin hates Pepsi. Anybody who's a Democrat or a liberal hates Pepsi because of the American flag on it. The red, white, and blue. It's only for patriots. That soda's only for patriots. Though they would probably say otherwise, but yes. Some Little Caesars used to be better in the 90s. I guess. I never had Little Caesars in the 90s, but I had it in the early 2000s, and it was like cheese on crackers, man. It was the worst. It's like if I was going to fucking eat that, I would have taken a Ritz cracker, sprinkled some cheese on it, and threw it in an oven, and put a dab of fucking tomato sauce on it and called it pizza. Like, seriously. Little Caesar has no love when they make that pizza. They actually make that pizza with hate. So, someone said, "Oh, milk and Pepsi is a Laverne and Shirley thing." I didn't know that. Like I saw that before. I saw a couple of you guys mention that before. I didn't make the connection until just now. I didn't know that. Okay, well, yeah, that's my thing. And I thought I was being creative when I did that. I didn't know they did that. Paul Elsie, your 4th channel should be a cooking channel. Yeah, imagine. I'm gonna cook you guys. I'm gonna cook a mixology channel, mixing Pepsi drinks with everything else on the planet. Pepsi with pickle juice, Pepsi with fucking coffee, Pepsi with tea, just like a fucking mixology drink. And then sprinkle a little lavender in each drink from time to time to make it fucking really nice and soothing and put you to sleep after you drink your Pepsi. That could be a channel, a mixology channel. Anyway, with that, yes, crackheads go to Little Caesars because it's only... Elizabeth G said crackheads go to Little Caesars because it's only $5. Yo, Little Caesars the fucking worst, man. The worst. Holy shitballs, man. Spam with Pepsi? No. Absolutely not. Pepsi with moonshine. Yes, Steve W, absolutely. Appalachian PIA. I think she makes moonshine or something like that. I should definitely try that. It's not a bad idea. Angry burgers made with real beef. Yeah, I could do that too. Well, no drink. Crackheads don't eat. Mary said crackheads don't eat. Sometimes they get hungry. You ever seen them running down the fucking street with a ham sandwich in their fucking hand? I've seen that. Running out of the fucking bodega because they stole it. The ham sandwich running down the street. Or they're going to sell it. There is that. They could be selling the ham sandwich. You never know. Little Caesars. Little seizures. Like, fucking shit is garbage. Now we're working up an appetite talking about this shit. A Bossiest Warrior. Finland is applying to, yes, NATO. And there's another country. There's two countries that are applying to NATO within this month and next month. Or this month and in a couple of months. Listen, guys, it's their business. There's a reason for them signing up with NATO. I know that there's protection and all this other bullshit involved. Do they need to? I don't know. I mean, I think Putin is scaring these countries into Sweden. Thank you, Bossiest Warrior. I think these countries are being scared into it. That's for fucking sure. Because why all of a sudden this year now are they jumping into bed with NATO? They had decades to do this, but this shit pops off and they're like, I don't like the way this looks. So they're jumping in bed with them. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna. Even if it angers Putin, I don't give a fuck. China seems not to give a fuck about any of this shit that's going on, actually. But yeah, guys, it could go south, but we'll see. We shall see where this comes. But me personally, it's their country. They do what they want. They want to fucking be in bed with NATO. That's up to them, man. Nobody should be telling another country what they should be doing. That is how we got here. Because we didn't want a fucking another country telling us how to operate. So we told the fucking UK to go fuck off. That is why we're here. That is why other countries are here. Pepsi mixed with chili? Maybe. Pepsi mixed in burger meat? That's an idea. Bill B. Exactly. China is our biggest problem. They're our biggest fucking nightmare right now. But no, we're not fucking addressing that. We're all looking at fucking Russia when we should be looking at China. Right? But anyway, that's my 2 cents with it. Some people, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to think about that shit. But I think it's probably going to get way the fuck worse before it gets better. Sorry, trying to do two things at once. So, let's get to it, guys. As of right now, the midterms elections, there's a theory, and actually it was a buddy of mine who I talked to on the phone. He thinks that there's not going to be any midterm elections. A couple people are saying there's not going to be a midterm elections. Now, originally, I didn't think anything of it. Pepsi has a glaze for ham. Paul F., I've seen that done. Pepsi has a glaze for ham. I have seen that done. Well, sorry, let me not get distracted. Let me focus on this, and then we can get back to that. So yes, I can see the midterms election not happening. Not that it's not going to happen, but I could see it. I could see the Democrats getting desperate, guys, or the liberals getting desperate, and they're watching this huge shift in the political world here in the United States happen. They're watching Senate seats being taken away from them, and the Republicans winning them, rightfully so. So now that we're seeing this, it's almost as if when I was told that there might not be midterm elections, I can see why now. I could see the fucking Democrats fucking panicking. They're like, holy shit, another fucking Senate seat's gone? What, there was one today or yesterday by John D. Vance, right? This is the primary, the GOP primary in Ohio for a Senate seat. He was backed by Trump, and he was backed by, I don't know why I wrote that, but he was backed by Trump, and he won. Guys, the the lingering, of Trump is still there. And Trump is backing certain politicians, and they're winning. So the Democrats are going to fucking shit a brick if he announces he's running for 2024. Now, as of right now, it doesn't look like he's going to. But he could absolutely, last minute, announce this. And then the Democrats are going to flip the fuck out. Because they know exactly what's going to happen, guys, if he runs. If DeSantis or him runs, it's a lock. There will not be another Democratic president unless they fucking boldly take the election again. But if DeSantis or Trump runs, there will be no fucking Democratic president next time around. So, how do you stop that? Well, you have to have martial law go into play. How do you have martial law go into play? Well, you got to implement, like I said in my last video, a cataclysmic event that will stop that. That will stop the next election. Now, yes, Paul F. I hope he does. I definitely do hope he does run, or if not, or DeSantis. But yeah, we're definitely going to see some crazy shit with that. Now, let's see. Where the fuck is my... Okay, got it. So, guys, I mean, what are we... Not what are we going to do, because there's not much we can do. All we can do is sit idly by and see what's going on. No election under martial law. If I'm not mistaken, Rice and Bean mofos, martial law, there is no election. And it has to be... An emergency has to be a grand emergency for that to happen. So that there's no change in power, especially at the time that... Because a lot of people thought Trump was going to do that. Trump was going to do, what you call it, how you say, implement martial law to keep from Biden from getting it. A lot of people thought he was going to do that, but it didn't happen. Again, conspiracy theorists. You had, what was it, the QAnon people. They were saying that shit. They were like, oh, Trump, he's hiding in the caves. He's going to pop out with a fucking M4 and spray all the liberals down and take the presidency back. I'm like, what the fuck? 2,000. What is this 2,000 mules red pill? Somebody emailed me that. I didn't read it. I'm seeing this in the chat section. I still don't understand what that means. So if you do not mind filling me in on what that means, that would be greatly appreciated. But guys, again, if you guys think there's going to be a midterm or not be a mid... If you guys... Okay, let me simplify this question. Do you think there will be a midterm elections? Yes or no? Write it in the chat or the comment section below. It's a movie. It's a movie. Election fraud. 200 mules or 2,000 mules? Nope. Nope. Yes. They will steal it. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Will there be midterm elections? Yes. So a lot of people seem to say yes. All right. 2,000 mules. I will look it up. Where's this 2,000 mules? No. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. 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 No. No. Civil arrest due to sodas will be the cause of martial law. Michelle Allport. Yes. This fucking thing with the Roe versus Wade. Yeah, that should be the catalyst. Capital currency, yeah, probably so. They're like, Will Smith, we have a mission for you. If you want your future movie projects back, by the way, guys, speaking of future movie projects, they were working on an I Am Legend 2. Motherfuckers, man. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, we're working on an I Am Legend 2, and because of this whole Smack fiasco, though they might still push ahead with I Am Legend 2, Michael B. Jordan might be playing the lead character. They were going to have Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan together in the sequel, but now it looks like they might be just writing it for Michael B. Jordan. Also, speaking of sequels, while we're on the topic real quick, they're doing a Face Off 2. And if some of you remember Bullet from back in, the 70s, they're doing a sequel to that. So, again, I put Amber Heard in I Am Legend 2 as a zombie. Can't wait for The Last of Us. Yeah, The Last of Us I was excited about. Then I saw who they casted for us, and I'm like, nope. No thank you. Yeah, Face Off 2. Face Off, the original, was cool. But a sequel to it? Yeah. Social Dilemma. There is a alternative ending. An alternate ending, sorry. There's an alternate ending to I Am Legend where he survives. That's the ending they're going to work off of, which is stupid because 95% of people remember and only know the other, the other ending. The original ending, sorry. Someone said, sick of Will Smith, he should be banned. Listen, I still like movies. Like right now, again, there are a couple movies I can't see because they're Disney owned. But when it comes to Top Gun, I might be seeing Top Gun. I know Top Gun is not a Disney-owned movie, So I might be seeing it. I might not. I haven't decided yet. See the trailer for 2000 Mules on Rumble. I will. I still have to finish that Watch the Water shit too, because I was intrigued with it, but then all this shit popped up. Steve McQueen and the Mustang tried to do a Bullet remake in the 90s and did not release it. Said it was terrible. Okay, thank you, Wolf Mule. I didn't know that, but they are coming out with the sequel now. So yeah, that should be cool to watch. Now, while we are gonna get off the movie subject for a little bit, I guess. All right, Northern Girl, thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate it. So with that, guys, let's talk about the next subject at hand: the false narratives that they are constantly going to start feeding us. They're going to feed us false narratives for a long duration of time. It'll be up to us to fuck. Here's the problem with the false narratives and the disinformation governance support, guys. They're going to tell us what they want to tell us. And if we say differently, if we say otherwise, they are going to make us look crazy. That is their mission. Their mission is to make us look crazy. So we'll sit there and go, nope, wait, I don't believe that. That's stupid. Nope, I don't believe that. And then we're going to fucking look like assholes, because they're going to come out with so much misinformation, making it look true. Now, the Department of Homeland Security is setting up a disinformation governance board to try to counter the spread of false information, mainly on two topics: the Russia-Ukraine and the border crisis. The board will focus on disinformation coming from Russia, and as well as misleading messages about the U.S.-Mexican border. Now, Homeland Security Alejandro I can't pronounce his last name to save my life. Mayorkas said part of its intention is to counter misinformation in the Hispanic community, especially. This is regarding the border crisis. I think a lot of the people crossing the border are being told bad things would happen to them if they cross the border, and they want to get that message out there stating that that's not such. I found out a little bit more what that was pertaining to, and that's exactly what I said in my video is happening here. So, with that, guys, a spokesperson for the DHS, they don't ever tell you who it is, they just say spokesperson. The department has created a disinformation governance board to ensure this work does not infringe on fundamental rights of free speech and further protects privacy, civil rights, and civil liberties. Sounds like bullshit. As soon as you come out with a disinformation governance board, guys, you are already talking about restricting free speech and, if not, taking it away. With that, guys, I said before, Prepper Tribe had a live stream where they took his down. We were talking about the Ukraine-Russia crisis. All we did was just talked about it. We didn't even say whether it was good or bad. And with that, they took it down. But not only did they take it down, guys, they didn't even give him a strike, which is good that they didn't give him a strike. But they took it down. They deleted the entire video. They didn't, like, sometimes they'll take your video down, or they'll privatize it, so they'll just make the video private. Well, they took the video off completely. So they wind up deleting a video that we barely fucking spoke about, the good and bad of Russia. We just talked about the events happening, the events unfolding. So we're definitely going to see more speech being restricted. And guys, the Disinformation Governance Board, this is how you start a state media. A one media source in the country, that's how you start it. By starting a Disinformation Governance Board, where they're going to do data and go, wow, that's a lot of fucking misinformation coming out there. Well, maybe we need to funnel the information through one source so that everybody can get the same media from the same people. We'll call it the propaganda channel, because they are going to start the propaganda channel here in the United States soon. I would say within our lifetime. I don't want to say next year. I don't want to say 10 years from now. But I will say in our lifetime, we will absolutely see the propaganda channel. Right? So, we are on deck for that bullshit. Again, we have to wait and see how bad that's going to get. Anyway, guys, with that, I think we are at the half-hour mark. Are we? 25 minutes. So in a couple minutes, we're going to go off from there. No freedom of speech. JD, yeah, they're looking to get rid of it. DS Private, how old is that video that Paul McCartney has? Because if that's not a tell, I don't know what is. When do you get to burn stuff, AP? I don't get to burn shit anymore. I don't get to do anything fun. Fox is propaganda. Well, Darcy, yes, Fox is propaganda, but I'm going to assume that they're going to get rid of all the other media sources to have this one state. That's what one state media is. They might have another sanctioned channel, but yes, they're definitely going to start the propaganda channel very, very soon. 2 days on YouTube. Today on YouTube. I'll take a look at it, DS Private. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. I guess. War is peace. I watched Salty Cracker on Rumble. What about Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp better free himself from that bitch. That's all I could say. As far as entertainment value goes, that's very entertaining. You need better trolls. I get no fun here. Glenn Green. We had some decent trolls, but listen, here's the thing with trolls. Now, like DS Private, he'll disagree with me, and at least we disagree, and then we move on, right? We don't harp on it. He doesn't fucking motherfuck me. I think I motherfucked him already, but, you know, whatever. I'll apologize for that. But I go back and forth with certain people on here, and that's it. Because we're adults, we get past it. Trolls on here, they were on here pretty thick, man, and then they just stopped. You know? So DJ Smile says, I could troll if you want. Yeah, listen, anybody could troll. And I tell trolls all the time. I tell people all the time, trolls are a part of YouTube. And they help your channel because they're watching it. You know? But yeah, I'll be a troll. I like, no, Brianna. Okay, that went too far. Thank you, Brianna, but that went too far. I'll be a troll. I like anal. Okay, so I don't give a shit about celebrities. What? Unknown Vector. No one gives a shit about celebrities, but it's still, like, for example, me and the wife, we talk about it, right? So I can't talk about the troll. I can't talk about all this shit all the time with the wife. So we talk about other things, and we talk about celebrity shit, you know? And again, you know, Johnny Depp, okay, Christian Prepper, because I don't want to get into this completely. Johnny Depp is not abusive to his women at all. And if anybody believes that, you have to look at Amber Heard and listen to her mother talk about her, listen to her hairdresser, and I think she had an agent talk about her. They all threw her under the bus. Here's the other thing about Johnny Depp, real quick, because I don't want to fucking get carried away with it. Johnny Depp has been, it's 50-something years old. There's never been one complaint about him mistreating a woman. Not one. And now all of a sudden, this bitch comes along, and now he's the fucking devil? Come on, guys. You got to make the connections. The connection there is, Johnny Depp is not the devil. Will Smith is. Oh, the women are abusive. Sorry, Christian Prepper. All right, I misread that. Yes, they have abusive women. Listen, guys, I mean, no one gives a fuck about the Hollywood people because they're rich, right? They have a better life than a lot of us. And listen, they have a life I don't want. I really don't want that life. I tell you that much right now. I don't want that life at all. It seems like it's nothing but fucking, you know, heartache and pain, and people are always after your shit. And then if you're like Johnny Depp or what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio, you always got a new chick, but you got to vet the chick now so she's not crazy. She's not taking a shit in your bed. You know, she's not fucking saying you beat her. Meanwhile, she was smashing her head into a fucking and floorboards and shit. So you got to be fucking very, very, you know, like, I don't want that lifestyle. It's fuck. They can keep it. It just seems like a fucking headache, man. That's all it is. But, you know. And here's the other thing, too, guys. Thank you, Darcy, for bringing up Hollywood, the word Hollywood. A lot of the shit Hollywood's doing today is to distract you or to remove focus off of Hollywood and onto the shit that's going on, right? So when Hollywood all became the Me Too movement, when Hollywood was like, yes, BLM, that was because they didn't want anybody looking in their fucking closets and finding out which Hollywood producer, directors, associates, were banging kids. That's why Hollywood went woke. Hollywood went woke so that they don't have anybody focus on the shit that they're still doing to kids and have done to kids. No one gives a fuck about Dickface Johnny. Johnny Dickface. No, no one does, Richard. No one gives two shits about him. Tony Elbow says, too late, you're already a celebrity. Nah, I wish listen, man, I have to admit, it's cool when I walk in the street and people are like, oh shit, you're the angry prepper. You know, like, I have no, that's cool. That's the cool part. But the other shit that Hollywood has to deal with, the shit that they know, the pedophiles that they know, the wife beaters that they know, the guys who are fucking in the drug game, they know all of these. But they want to take our focus off of that and focus on Me Too and BLM. You know, that's why Hollywood does what it does. You know, Hollywood fucking definitely takes the focus off of it because, I mean, what's his name? Feldman, Corey Haim. Look what happened to him. Hollywood is fucking abusing him for fucking years. And then he kills himself, and then a DA in California makes an announcement on national TV about running an investigation into the kids getting molested. And with that, a week later, not even a week later, guys, a couple of days later, the investigation was fucking closed. And not only was it closed, he didn't even denounce it, they just closed the investigation. Because that ladder that DA was going to go up somewhere that was going to get him and his family killed and expose so much of Hollywood, guys. Hollywood would have been destroyed, which I would have been fine by it. I would have been completely fine by Hollywood being destroyed. But they would have been, I mean, utterly destroyed. And it's not even a word. It would have been a shit hits the fan scenario for Hollywood. And it would probably have been great. But, yeah, that's why they take everyone's eye off the goal. They start talking about kids getting banged. They're like, but Corey Haim, you know. Yeah, and Escape from Babylon, right. Corey Feldman never disclosed the names, which is bullshit, you know. Which is bullshit. It's like, he's like, I know who did it, but I'm not. And then maybe they threatened his life. Maybe they threatened to kill his mother. I don't know. But maybe they threatened his life, and that's why he clammed up. But no one spoke after that. Everybody clammed the fuck up. Whoever's in Hollywood is fucking way more powerful than we think. Yes, Karen, that is my downfall. I love Hollywood movies. That is my guilty pleasure. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't, I don't subscribe to it. Don't get me wrong. If it's confirmed, for example, what's his name? Roman Polanski? I don't watch any of his movies, and not anymore. You know, I mean, I watched a couple of them, and when I watched his movies, I heard about what he did. I stopped watching his shit, and he made some good movies, but I don't watch those anymore. So I try where I can to pick and choose what I'm going to watch. Like, anything related to Charlie Sheen, I won't watch. Anything related to Disney, I won't watch. Right, yeah, because they said fucking Charlie Sheen raped Corey Haim in the set of Lucas. Right? That was, I mean, and it's hard to fucking prove because Corey Haim is dead. But anyway, that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood and their shit. And listen, Hollywood has a lot of deep-rooted, fucked up shit going on. But as soon as you bring that shit to light, man, you're fucking dead. Right? You're dead. You're out of the work. No one will hire you. I mean, hell, look at Will Smith, for example. I know a lot of you don't like Will Smith. Will Smith smacked the dude. Will Smith didn't stab him. Will Smith didn't shank him. He didn't rape his wife or his kids. He smacked the dude, and they're pretty much crumbling every deal made with Will Smith into the garbage can over a smack. Yet, Roman Polanski, who raped a kid, like someone pointed here, who raped a kid, was still able to make movies and release them here in the United States. Now, how much sense does that make? Do I think that Will Smith should have gotten in trouble for what he did? Yes, but not to the degree it's happening now. And yet, you have Roman Polanski and a couple of other directors who have molested kids, who have raped kids, who, the director of Powder, for example, was a child sex offender. The director of Powder, whatever his name was. And he was still allowed to make a movie. Right? So, with that, guys, it amazes me that the slap got this much attention, but it got this much attention because they don't want you looking behind the fucking curtains. Because if you look behind the curtains, you're gonna see a lot more fucking worse things than fucking Will Smith smacking somebody, right? And the cancel culture, yes, Steve W. The cancel culture is also. There's a book on cancel culture. The Case for Cancel Culture is the name of the book. It's a black author. I forgot his name, but he's an asshole, so it really doesn't matter. But he wrote a book called The Case for Cancel Culture, and this guy is in love with canceling people, and he won't be in love with it until it happens to him. Yes, Adam Clay. Will Smith made a mistake. Yes, I agree with that. I like Will Smith. I was disappointed that he did that, and this is coming from a guy who watched Will Smith, from when I was a kid. Watched him through his movies, watched him grow up. So I only know that aspect of him, and I've known behind the scene aspects of him being a nice guy. So when he did that, I thought it was a joke too, like everyone else. I thought it was fake, and then I go, whoa, Wait a second. We're really still talking about Will Smith. Damn it, it's my channel. We talk about what we want. I want to talk about Will Smith, cheeseburger, and whiskeys. Guess what's happening? We're talking about all three of them. Not that they would go good together, but we're just talking about that shit. But anyway, yeah, guys. With that, it's bullshit. And the reason why I'm talking about Will Smith, because we're talking about the bullshit that other people get away with, guys. That's what I'm talking about. The other bullshit people get away with is fine. You got guys who fucking get in car accidents and fucking kill people, and they just they skate by. Oh, it was an accident. But Will Smith smacks his chick and his game over. But anyway. Yeah, I know. After the talk about food, someone says, Erica says, now I want a cheeseburger. I'm telling you, good cheeseburger, Five Guys if you're in New York. If you're out west, In-N-Out Burgers. In-N-Out Burgers is sick shit, man. It's a cheeseburger. Listen, Escape from Babylon, but it's got to be the right whiskey. That's the thing about whiskey and meat. Like a whiskey with burger has to be the right whiskey, and a whiskey with steak has to be the right whiskey. Has to be that the two that marry together just nicely, man. Talk about spam. It's nutritious. Nope. Ronald Reagan was an actor too. Ronald Reagan was an actor, but his farewell speech, man. If you guys can find that on YouTube, watch it. It's by far one of the best speech a president has ever made. I love Five Guy Cajun fries. Five Guys fries are fucking they're good too. They're good when they're fresh. But if you put them in a bag and you take it home, when you open the bag, they're fucking soggy as shit. And I know you have to leave the bag open to let the moisture out. With the vanilla milkshake. You know what, guys? With a cookies and cream milkshake, that's the shit. Burger, fries, whiskey, and cream milkshake. I like Indian curry angry. You like Indian curry? I don't like curry. I'm not a big fan of it. And Will was too. And Will was too. Someone's yelling at me. Dialina. Will was too what? I'm sorry. You got a Five Guys double bacon cheeseburger. I like the triple. Jean Grey. I like the triple cheeseburger. You order the regular burger. You add extra patty, extra cheese. That's some sick shit, guys. Sick shit. I like fresh garlic fries. Garlic fries isn't bad. That's not bad either. You know what I don't like? What's that shit? Truffle fries. Ugh. I do not like an actor. Oh, an actor. Okay. No shit. RW channel. I didn't know that. In-N-Out refused to follow California vax mandates. Very good. I should just fly to an In-N-Out just to have fucking a bunch of burgers now because of that. That's good. Yeah, In-N-Out, guys. Five Guys is not bad. In-N-Out Burger's good. Five Guys is not bad. If you're really desperate, Burger King can be good. If you're down south, McDonald's does make fresh beef now. All of a sudden, they have real beef burgers. I don't know if they're doing that anymore, but they went through a real beef burger phase. That was a pretty good burger if you're hard up for one and there's nowhere around. I like going to, there's certain places here in the city that make burgers, but the burgers are super expensive. They want like, I don't know, $15 to $20 for a burger here in the city, but the burgers are good. They're worth the $15, $20. But I wouldn't have that all the time either. Blake's Lola Burger. Is that a place? Is that a place? Screw fast food. There's always one person. Screw fast food. Yes, fast food sucks, but fast food's a guilty pleasure, man. Think about it this way, Janie. There won't be, or Jan, how you spell your name? Janine? Think about it this way. We won't have this shit too much longer. So, just some dude. White Castles is the shit. It is the shit. Midwest beef is the best. Crackshot said Midwest beef is the best. Yes, just a grill. So Tanya, when I make my burgers, I don't grill them. I black pan them. That is the best way to make a burger. You black pan a burger. You keep all the juices in the pan with the burger. That's the best way to do it. I hate grilling my burgers. I do it once in a while when I'm in Wildwood. Yes, I will lay off the plastic. You're right. You are right. Every time I drink out of this bottle, I'm like, ugh, but I'm thirsty, you know? Whataburger in Texas. Pablo Lopez. I wasn't able to stop by one of them, but I was told that was a good place too. Pablo Lopez said, Whataburger in Texas. I got to try that then, since you said it. I'll be flying back there probably in July or August. I'll be flying back to Austin, Texas. So I'll find one in, what you call? Yes, black pan, I mean cast iron. Yes, Eric, sorry. Cast iron, your burger meat. And steaks. On a cast iron, guys? Yes, a new beginning. Black pan, I mean cast iron. Sorry. Because it's black. That's why I call it black pan. My bad. But yes, I mean cast iron. Same difference. Yeah. Someone says IHOP actually has good burgers. No shit. See, I wouldn't go to the Pancake House for a burger, right? But if you said it's good, then okay. Holy shit. What a burger. All right. Try the WEF burger. What's a WEF burger? World Economic Forum burger? Ah, okay, I get it now. Nice one. Fucking Social Dilemma said try a WEF burger. I'm like, what's that? World Economic Forum burger. Cast iron fatty cuts flavor. Equals flavor. Yes. Yes, what you call it? Yeah, when you cast iron your shit or black pan it, yo, that's the best way to go. I fucking swear by that right now. You know, it just makes the fucking meat taste better. You know, but because when you put it on a grill, all the flavor is fucking dropping out of the meat into the flames, the coal or the gas or whatever you use. But when you do it on a black pan, that's the shit. Now there's a method I want to try that I saw online. It's a YouTube channel. I want to say it's called Gouda. I think it's Guga. I think that's the name of the YouTube channel. He does steaks on that channel. And he had a guy come over and they made a steak on a shovel. And the shovel, of course, they stripped it. They heated it up. They washed it. They heated it up again. And they put a steak on it. They put a Kobe steak on it. And they put this Kobe steak on it. And they cooked it on the what you call it. And that was one of the best steaks this guy said he ever had. And this guy's made a lot of steaks. So with that, man, I definitely want to try it. I just need a fire pit to try that. But a steak on a shovel? Yes, Tanya, a shovel. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can find you the video real quick before we go off the air. Because I was like, holy shit, is that a steak on a shovel? And that's what got my attention. And then when I watched the video, I was like, oh shit, this guy fucking... Yes, Google Foods. Thank you, Gene W, for putting the link. So the link of the channel is in the chat, guys. It's his most recent video. So when you look at his most recent video, it's the shovel. It has a shovel and it has a Kobe steak on it. Kobe steak, guys, it's fucking absolutely phenomenal steak, but it is super fucking expensive. Yes, Eric, exactly. It was something that was done in Australia back in the 1800s. The cowboys did it. It was how cowboys cook steaks. They cook steaks on a shovel. William Alexander, he said, thanks for making me hungry tonight. It seems to be one of those nights, man. Yes, crack shot. Exactly. Kobe beef, guys, is super expensive. Crack shot 322 said Amazon has Kobe steak for $600 for 5 pounds. It's super expensive, guys. The steak that's in the video, they had the steak was $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, I can't find it because it was on my other channel. All right, whatever. But she put the link in. Look for the recent video. You'll see the what you call it, the shovel thing. That's fucking phenomenal shit. It just made and when you watch the channel, guys, if you're not hungry, watch the channel and then you'll be hungry. It's a great way to yes, $1,000 steak, guys, because the meat is processed and it's not processed. The cows are grown in such a way that it takes time. So for Kobe steaks, depends on where the cow was raised, it's going to determine how much marbling is in the meat. And the more marbling in the meat, the better. And for example, like Japanese Kobe steaks, the cows, if I'm not mistaken, are raised all natural, no antibiotics, and they're raised in the cold. The cold gives them more fat in the meat, which makes the meat tastier, if you will. And that's like a short version of it. Pretty sure you can find how they grow them on here, on YouTube. That is right. I ate Kobe steak in Japan. Jeff W said I ate Kobe steak in Japan. It was nice. It was. It's really. We went to a restaurant last year, right before they implemented the fucking the thing, and we ordered Kobe steaks. So I'm like, all right, $60. This should be a decent size. It wasn't a decent size. We had 3 strips. It was a sample. It was a sampler. So it was a sampler, and it was 3 different types of Kobe beef on it. And there were little strips, guys. There was little strips. So you had to cut the little strips in half, and me and the wife had it, and that was like $60, $70. So whatever. I told her next time we do that, we'll order more, because that was small, but it was little. It's little steaks, and she got a kick out of it. But yeah, I got a kick out of it after we were done eating. But when I looked at the bill, I didn't get a kick out of it. It wasn't funny anymore. I was like, all right, guys, fun's over, right? Wagyu. Sorry, capital currency. I am so sorry. Wagyu is the expensive one. Wagyu is how it's born that way. Sorry. Kobe is expensive too. Yes, Kobe beef is very expensive. Wagyu, I think it's more expensive than Kobe beef. Yes. Thank you, Bodine, and God damn it, I just forgot who told me that. But yes, Wagyu is more expensive than Kobe. Kobe is expensive too. Don't get it wrong. Kobe has the marbling as well, but Wagyu is double the expense. Yes, and it was Wagyu meat and Kobe beef we had on the trays for $60. And the guy says here in New York City, for example, Wagyu beef can only be sold through 2 meat processing plants here in the city. So only 2 places are authorized to get it, and only 2 restaurants. Sorry, one place, only one meat packing industry or district you can get the meat from. Only 2 restaurants in the entire city are able to order the meat, because it's that expensive, and you have to have a license to order this meat. Imagine that. So, guys, Wagyu beef and Kobe both expensive, but Wagyu needs the special permission to order. It's Wagyu. Yes, thank you, Abor Henry. It's Wagyu, whatever you want to call it. Wagyu meat. But it's Japanese, yes. And Kobe steak is also Japanese as well. Spam has a lot of marbling. Okay. Anyway. Yes, but both meats are expensive. Licensed for meat, yes. It's more like a certificate or certification than it is a license. Sorry. But yeah, it's expensive fucking meat, guys. It's like, holy shit, man. Like, who's eating this shit? Well, yeah. Okay, so there was a guy on TikTok. So I'm start with that right there, guys. A guy on TikTok buys a $600 piece of Wagyu beef. Now, this guy clearly didn't know what the fuck he was doing. The beef, Wagyu beef, is supposed to be fairly thin, right? It's not supposed to be a thick cut, it's supposed to be thin. He got a thick cut. That's why he spent so much money. When you get a thick cut like that, you're supposed to slice it to thinner cuts. But he left it as a thick cut. This asshole puts it on a grill with a shovel. So he tries to do the shovel thing, but fucks that up. He puts it on the grill with the shovel. He's flipping it around like a dick. He burns it. You're not supposed to burn Wagyu or Kobe beef or good steak, period. You're not supposed to burn it. He burns it, and he goes, oh, man, this is really good. This is really good. He cuts into the steak. He might as well needed a fucking chainsaw. So he's cutting into the steak, and he's like, oh, man, this is really good. And he puts it in his mouth, and you see him fucking breaking his jaw to chew this meat. There it went, guys. It was something like, no, it was something like $4 or $5 grand down the fucking drain because he fucked it up. Sitting there trying to TikTok it, how rich he is. Look at me, I got this great beef. And he puts it, I'm like, what a dick, man. If I could have fucking reached to the screen and punched him in the face, I would have. Because I've never seen anybody wreck meat like that, let alone Wagyu. He just fucking destroyed it. Anyway, that was that. So, obviously we went over the time limit, but whatever. Yeah, you're supposed to have it, it's supposed to be like medium rare, guys. Not fucking well done, right? Not burnt, for whatever. But anyway, he did that just to, I guess, to brag about it. I don't know why he did it, but that's irrelevant. He burned it. So, whatever. That being said, guys, if you don't mind, I am going off the air now. I am fucking tired. I've been going to CrossFit. It's been kicking my ass. I've been finding out how old I really am when I wake up in the mornings now. But I do feel good during the day, and then at night, it fucking hits me like a ton of bricks, if you will. Anyway, guys, with that, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit. And I will see you guys next week sometime. I think next week I have Survival Living on with me the 11th. Let me double check before I go completely off the air. So it looks like, well, wrong. May 10th, 9 o'clock, Survival Living on the Angry Prepper channel. All right, guys? Other than that, thank you for watching.